if Saraswati didn't come and live in Unatti Foundation, she would most likely have been sold into the sex trade. Rupali is just the greatest young spirit you could ever imagine. He found her tied up with a rope around her waist. Junu has an amazing kindness about her. Watching her mother get beaten by the top of the pressure cooker. Who's to say in another 10 years, another 20 years, who they're going to become and who they're going to affect and who they're going to change. Every day that they study, every day that they read, every day that they work hard, they're part of this change. They are going to heal Nepal. The Unatti Foundation happened after I was traveling in Nepal, and I had no idea that this is what the Unatti Foundation would look like 12 years later. These are the new 5 children that just joined the Unatti family, and this has been an amazing trip for me to come and meet them and get to know all of them and learn a little bit about all of their past stories. So we are so excited that the family's growing. I now have 18 girls living in our house. I have a program for sponsorship that pays for all their education. I have a program for continuing education and advancement of young women so they can all go to college. I really cannot understand how this all happened. I really don't. I don't know how I did this. Over the years, with more financial support, we were able to start community programs and do some community outreach. That's when Unatti Art and Music Center opened. Unatti Art and Music Center is a first. We have art and music classes free for the local kids. On any given week, we could get 75 to 100 children. So many of the kids that come to the Unatti Art and Music Center are working kids. They come from, neglect and malnutrition, and they work. They're working labor kids. For them to be able to come to our music center and learn tools to express themselves, to be creative, really works on their esteem. Some of the kids do come from local government schools, and we've heard from their teachers that their attention span is better, that they seem to have more interest and ask more questions in class. And studies show that, the arts are just so great for kids. Our Unatti girls are very busy studying all week long, but they do get to come once a week to the Art and Music Center and volunteer. These kids don't have as many opportunities as our girls do, so it's really wonderful to see our girls be the givers, to give back to their community and give the local children a beautiful day of creating and playing and having a great time. This was the very first day our first 5 girls came to Unatti House. Pujan, Poonam, Saraswati, Srijana, and Sangeeta.
Hi, I am Sangeeta Adhikari.
Hi, my name is Poonam Khadka.
Hello, I am Pooja Khadka. I am 12 years old. I live in Unatti Home. I am so happy to live in here. Hello, I am Saraswati Magar.
Saraswati is an amazingly bright young woman. She has always been at the top of her class. Saraswati came from a place that is pretty much unimaginable to most of us. It's an area where a lot of extremely poor people live. These people probably don't even have $50 to $100 a year to live on. No plumbing, no electricity. Her mother committed suicide when she was quite young, and her father somehow lost a leg, so he was never able to work a proper job. He made alcohol and would sell it to local drunks. What scares me the most is if she stayed there, what would have happened to her with all of these drug addicts and alcoholics coming through there, on a daily basis. Most likely, she would have been trafficked and sold for $10, $20 into the sex trade. Had Unatti Foundation not taken her out of her childhood home, all of this potential would have been wasted.
My name is Sanisa.
I am studying at my school with Empress.
Hi, my name is Lakshmi Balan.
My name is Rupali Vakunte.
Rupali is just the greatest young spirit you could ever imagine. She is just so expressive and so playful and just so loving. She's the one who is on your body all day long, just wanting to feel the love. Heard the story of this young family. Mom had committed suicide after suffering from physical abuse, mental illness. Rupali was found because her father had to go try and make a living, left for days at a time. When he showed up, he found her tied up with a rope around her waist and rice sitting next to her, probably enough for about 3 or 4 days. She was 3 years old, and this is all her father knew to do, was to try his best to go and make enough money to feed her rice for another 3 or 4 days. Sometimes I tell the girls when they're not having the best day, or if they're having a hard time with their studies, or if they're having a difficult time with their friends, that they need to know they're part of something bigger. Educating these girls, to me, is breaking the cycle of poverty, breaking the cycle of poor education. My girls may not have too many role models in Nepal. There are not so many women in business or women in leadership, but my girls can be the role models for the next generation. I tell them that they are part of a global change of young girls getting educated, and it's amazing when they start to understand that it is so much greater than our house and our 18 kids. They are starting to really see that they can make a difference, that they have a voice, that they have a language, that they can articulate their thoughts and their ideas. They can make a difference for their children and their children's children, and hopefully, in time, change the whole face of Bhaktapur, Nepal. I could not be more blessed that this is my life, that these kids, these girls in Nepal are my second family, that I get to participate in creating an environment where these children can thrive. They have stability and love and nutrition and education. Who's to say in another 10 years, another 20 years, who they're going to become and who they're going to affect and who they're going to change? Because together we're all the change. They are going to heal Nepal, and I get to participate in that. It's amazing.